It's Monday. Radius arm bushing kit from Dorman. Comes with all these pieces. The little plastic thing. I'm like, okay, well, that. So there's a big bolt that goes through the middle there on the radius arm, okay? Alright, yeah, so I've got some pressure off the spring. Now if it was fully off the ground, well, then I'd have the weight of the axle and the tire to be concerned about it dropping even further and all that stuff, so that's what I'm doing there. But I got everything loose. Alright, so okay, the light's better with this camera. Got all the bolts loose, but I left this one, got the bolts off, but I left one in there just loose. Okay, because this is under some kind of stress. You're messing with springs, right? You got the coil spring there. I don't know, you don't want it popping off. You want to support it with something, so I got my floor jack right here. I'm going to jack it up just a little bit because it's got some tension on it now. I'm going to jack the jack up just a hair just to get some tension off. There's tension on that bolt right now. When I unbolted the two bolts under there, it dropped down a little bit, so, and it's tight, so we got to see what's going on there. I don't want that tension popping off on me. Alright, so I got the one bolt up right there behind the cable. Let's see if I can tap that out of there. Hopefully this is holding something. It's so hard. Yeah, I think it would come right out of there. Dang it. Yeah, it won't come out. Alright, so nothing popped out of there. Let me lower the jack down a little bit. It should drop right out. The holes are actually round on these. Now if you saw one of the old videos on my truck, I replaced the radius arm brackets and I found all these holes were oversized. They had cut them with a torch and the bolts didn't even fit in there tight. I mean, they were all loose. So I had to bump the sizes up one size bigger on all the bolts and then also drill this thing out. Well, the factory one, brand new factory brackets. I had to drill them all out to the next size up, so it's a tight fit. You want a tight fit. If they don't fit tight, it's no good, you know. Things are gonna move on you. You don't want things moving on you. So anyway, let's take this stuff out. All right, so this is the driver's side. This side's a lot easier because the catalytic converter isn't in the way. On the other side, the catalytic converter makes it difficult. It's not impossible to get to the back side of the bolts. Your bolts going through the frame, you got to reach between the catalytic converter and the frame. But other than that, torque on these is 100 foot-pounds, so we're torqued down to 100 foot-pounds here. Take it for a little ride. Alright guys, so it's had me a good workout at the gym. I had to go change gyms. I'm a member of 24 Hour Fitness, by the way, and I've had some and I made a whole review of the two locations that I use here. You know, I bounce between the two. One's a larger facility, one's a smaller facility, but I had to put in a complaint the other day. So I posted a couple of reviews on my other channel, so if you're interested in that, you can check that out. Today I used another club in my area, over in Walnut, California. So I'm going to make a review on that. I was there earlier today. Yeah, so I'll give you a review on that, but The problem with that gym is that it's got a really small locker room. It's like, holy cow. Walk in there and it's asses and elbows, you know. Reminded me of junior high school. Jeez Louise, couldn't find a place to sit down. So anyway, this is the radius arms from ProComp on my 95 Ford Bronco. This is the stage 2 lift. Been on there probably 10 years. But I replaced the bushings on there, and I had issues with the installation, and I'm kind of wondering, was there something wrong? There was a bushing right here, a sleeve, a spacer. So when I got this new set of bushings, it says to remove that spacer. So I'm like, well, what? So I'm just double checking. Okay, so yeah, this is the bushings here. See, these are different than the ones I installed on the other Bronco. Alright, on this Bronco has the factory brackets, right? This kit from ProComp uses the factory radius arm brackets, and these are new. I replaced this. I replaced almost everything on this truck. But these are the ones where I had to put bigger bolts, and then I put these bigger washers back there because the holes back here were so over large. They weren't even nice round holes. They were cut with a torch. But I got another set of bushings here, Master Pro. I just bought them for comparison. Let's see the difference between what I have on there, which were replaced. I'll have to look for that video and actually see what the hell. Yeah, what's going on there? What brand these are, I don't know. They're slightly different than what I have, than these Master Pro. You take the sleeve or the plastic bushing on there. Yeah, see that? These here seem to have a steel sleeve on here. Hear that? Yeah, you can see the... So that goes... Let's see, this is from the back side. Yeah. This fits on the back side. Yeah. See the other one. This is the other one. This is just all rubber. You know what? I bet those other ones are MOOGs. MOOGs have one called Problem Solver. They're double the price of these Master Pros, okay? But I'm still concerned about that spacer that they show. Do I keep the spacer or do I not keep the spacer? Because I already got rid of the spacer. Well guys, I'm confused with these instructions here, you know, yeah. I removed that band spacer, where did it go? I have no idea, long gone. I can stack some washers on there. But, you know, I'm thinking about this, okay? You tighten up the nut, you put it all together, right? Yeah, you put them all together and torque it to 100 pounds. Okay, so I'm thinking that 100 pounds of torque will give these bushings just right amount of compression. In other words, squish them just right and that's it. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Logically, you don't want to over torque them, then you squish them too much. But what's happening is that the nut's topping out on the thread, and I'm basically just torquing the nut down because it's bottoming out. Something, maybe I ought to try putting the spacers back in. Since I don't have any spacers, I'm going to use these washers. Just stack the washers on there. Alright, so that's done. It looks like that's the way it's supposed to be, right? Bleep, bleep, bleep. Make my own little bushing there. But now that throws the toe out, probably out. Yeah. That's okay because the camera's out too. I need to take it in and just have the alignment shop mess with it. Because it's got to be caster, camber, and toe. Whereas the other Bronco, but there I have to adjust the toe. That I can do myself with a tape measure.